You are listening to Pharmacy, IT, and Me, your informatics pharmacist podcast. Hey everyone, this is Tony Dow, and today is Friday, November 1st, and welcome to another episode of Last Week in Health IT. As with every episode, we start off this one saying that the intended audience for this episode is everyone. Let's just get right into it. So Cerner teams up with Uber to help patients get to appointments. So ride sharing, it's a huge thing, and there's a lot of implications on how ride sharing can help in healthcare. There's been talk about using rideshare services as a way to deliver medications or even take patients from place to place should they need to go that way and they don't have access to transportation. So Cerner has announced that they are working with Uber to help with non-emergent transport of these type of patients. One of the major social determinants of health is related to the inability to drive or not have access to transportation. So this is a good initiative to move forward to, in terms of getting this resolved. The Uber Health app will be basically integrated into the Cerner EHR so that it becomes part of the provider's workflow to organize rides for their patients that need the transportation. Information from Cerner's EHR, such as patient identification, address, and other related information, will be pre-populated for the Uber ride request. And one of the institutions in Florida actually is already using this and stated that patients have had, their discharge to door time improved by 65 minutes since using this integration. All right, so the next news item is Microsoft and Jackson Lab. They make strides with AI-enabled precision medicine. So, precision medicine has been a hot topic, and a lot of what drives precision medicine comes from, pharmacogenetics and pharmacogenomics. I've spoken with a previous guest, pharmacist Andrea Patterson, before in episode 51, where she discusses the importance of pharmacogenetics and genomics for directed therapy. So it comes without surprise that Microsoft has teamed up with Jackson Lab on Project Hanover to improve precision medicine initiatives. So Jackson Lab, they have massive amounts of genomic data, and they are using Microsoft's tools in artificial intelligence to help with sifting through and finding patterns in the data to develop and improve their clinical knowledge base. This is a big step forward and continues to help with making sense of massive information out there, and specifically in Jackson Lab's case, the data related to oncology. This helps many clinicians avoid having to manually go through the data themselves and use the AI-based tool so that they can focus on making the actual clinical decisions. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about is unstructured EHR data is more useful for predictive analytics, study shows. So this is kind of interesting. We always hear that, in the informatics space, structured data is the best data to help with interoperability and things like that. However, there was a study that showed unstructured data, when going through predictive analytics, is actually better, and it's a better basis for predicting coronary artery disease than structured data. So I'll link the article for you to read in the show notes, but this is, it's quite an interesting development because with the advancements of predictive analytics, it seems like analyzing unstructured data is stronger now than before and stronger than structured. And I can kind of see this happening because I guess if you think about it, if a provider is writing or dictating a bunch of free text and unstructured data, they are better able to convey what they want to convey rather than, being forced to use some kind of structured framework. So I'm guessing this finding means we should relook into our structured framework to see if there's any way that we can improve on it so that providers and clinicians can convey their intentions through the structured data just as well as they could in the unstructured format. So, if we do it that way, we would be able to get the best of both worlds where we have a fully intentional and interpretable data in a structured format. So before we go, if you'd like to hear more news on healthcare IT, you can check out great curated articles on healthcareitnews.com, and that's where I go for daily healthcare IT news to keep myself updated on what's going on in that world. And also, this was a quick episode, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'll be off to Europe for a few weeks for my honeymoon. So that's actually starting today. So for the next few Fridays, I'll be posting throwback episodes instead of recording new episodes about the news. So I'll still be posting Monday topic episodes and Wednesday interview episodes in the meantime. So I hope you guys enjoy those while I'm gone. Alright, if you like our show, please share with your friends or you can help us out by writing a review on Apple Podcasts or any of your other favorite podcasting services. You can also check us out on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and you can also reach out to me at tony@pharmacyitme.com. If you want to network, you can check out the Pharmacist Slack group at pharmacistconnect.com, which is PHARMACISTSCONNECT.com. There's different topic channels, including informatics, and I've met some great colleagues on there, and I look forward to connecting with you as well. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode of Pharmacy IT and Me. And remember, technology is a tool, patient care is the goal.